everyone, this is Jose Luis. I am a teaching professor in computational design in the Arts and Design department at CAMD, and I teach courses on computational creativity and AI, human interaction, etc. So in terms of the current use that I do of AI tools, well, first and foremost, it is an incredible tool as support in teaching the courses that I have on creative coding. Learning how to code can be very difficult and can be very daunting for non-CS students. So it's fantastic to have a tool that has been trained in so much code and so much text in the world as a partner for my students. I also use it very strongly as a focus of study in itself in a class that I will be teaching in the spring called Human-Centered AI. And I personally, in my own research, one of my lines of research is the idea of perception in artificial intelligence. And more specifically, I do a lot of testing and a lot of research on trying to understand how large language models and state-of-the-art models perceive the world of design. How do they think we will like things? And also, very especially, their capacities for spatial reasoning. How good they are at understanding concepts such as front, behind, intersections, 2D reasoning, 3D spatiality, which I think is very important for the field of design. The biggest impacts and benefits that AI has had in my teaching is that all of a sudden in my courses, the ones where students are learning how to code, they have available a 24/7 partner that is always there to respond to questions about high-level concepts in computer programming and to do troubleshooting with code. It's very often that students just get stuck in one line of code that is not working, a semicolon that is missing, and before they can get humans, before AI, getting human support was something that would take hours, if not days. Now they have this available at the touch of their hands, and it's a fantastically and incredibly useful tool for this kind of support. For those who study AI, who want to use AI or build tools with AI themselves, what I think is great these days as well is that there are so many frameworks that allow you to integrate AI into your applications and your projects without needing deep technical expertise. A few years ago, you actually had to know how to write Python or how to write servers and do fairly sophisticated things in order to be able to use machine learning in your projects. Now there's just chatbots with UI-based systems and web apps. There are APIs, there are flowgramming tools where you can use UI to design complex operations that involve AI, and it's really, really accessible to a much wider audience, a non-technical audience, than it used to be just a couple years ago, which I think is fantastic. And also, personally in research, it's a fantastic tool for doing background literature review, for finding sources, and also for aiding in the composition and the writing of papers. And someone who is an English as a second language person, I find it very helpful. Now, we have to speak also about the challenges and the future of AI. As good as AI is as a partner in learning how to code, for example, there is the very big risk and the indulgence in over-reliance of these tools, not only as a partner to learn from, but basically as a surrogate to do all your work and all your homework. And it's very often the case that I see many of my students over-relying in this tool, and very often handing in homework or code that they actually don't know how it works, but that has been strongly augmented by AI tools. So, pros and cons. It's kind of tricky, and drawing the barrier of where acceptable use of AI and where you are crossing the line sometimes can be difficult, challenging, and tempting for students, let's put it that way.